Hello everyone, welcome to this thrilling and suspenseful story. We're about to embark on an exciting adventure. Tian Chang truly believed the criminal was dead, but even with his feet roasting like a summer barbecue, the criminal remained as immobile as a piece of wood. Just then, the neighbor realizes this is an opportunity of a lifetime, like finding buried treasure. He seized the moment while the guards were distracted and, like a stealthy ninja, quickly dragged the corpse into his hideout, before diving into the bag himself. To ensure the bag would sink like a stone, he cleverly added some extra weight. Meanwhile, the poor guy inside couldn't move a muscle, yet his mind was racing. Soon enough, the guards came along, lifting the bag like trash and tossed it straight into the sea. At that moment, as the bag submerged, the man felt a surge of adrenaline. His escape plan was finally in motion. He cut through the bag with all his might, but just when he thought he was free, his lower half was still stuck like a dog on a leash. Desperately, he used the knife to cut the ropes on his legs, as if he were battling a gigantic sea monster. When he finally surfaced, the feeling of freedom washed over him like a tidal wave. He thought he had endured 15 long years in darkness and was finally about to see the light. However, little did he know a deeper abyss awaited him. His name was Edmund, and he used to be a promising young sailor. Edmund could have had a fairy tale life, but a storm 15 years ago changed everything. The ship was caught in a storm, and the girl fell overboard. Without a second thought, Edmund jumped right in. Instead of applause, the captain was furious, like someone who just bit into a sour lemon. While reprimanding Edmund, he stumbled upon a letter from Napoleon, and his mind started churning with plots. The captain, determined to frame Edmund, ended up falling into his own trap. With his sinister plot, the girl thanked Edmund, completely unaware of the storm brewing ahead. On shore, the captain sought out Maul, ready to spill the beans on Edmund, but Maul believed Edmund was just trying to save the ship's reputation. All the captain cared about was money and cargo, trying to drag Edmund down to talk about karma. Ultimately, the captain's plot backfired, losing his captaincy, and seething with rage like a volcano ready to erupt. Maul praised Edmund's bravery and decided to promote him to captain. What a twist. Edmund couldn't believe his luck. It felt like winning the lottery in that moment. After becoming captain, Edmund felt like he was on a roller coaster, excited to share the news with his dad. His dad, Louis, felt like bursting with pride upon hearing his son became captain and talk about breaking news. Becoming a captain was like getting a VIP pass. It meant they were stepping into a whole new league. With confidence up high, Edmund was ready to marry, but bam! Soldiers burst in like they were in a bad action movie. He was left stunned, like someone just dumped ice water on his head, clueless as to what he did wrong. He reassured Ticey he'd be back soon, only to be dragged away by the soldiers in a scene straight out of a movie. As he stepped out, he saw the police dealing with a crime scene, and a dark cloud of foreboding loomed over him. This was bad news. The prosecutor looked at Edmund, asking if he had stepped on anyone's toes lately. After Edmund shook his head, he was asked, "Anyone jealous lately?" A face appeared in his mind. It turned out to be the captain who had been scheming against him all along. What a plot twist. The captain had filched the letter from the girl, hiding it in Edmund's book subtle as a snake in the grass. And now, burying the letter made him a prime target for elimination. What an unjust fate. Poor Edmund desperately tried to explain he was framed, but instead found himself on the chopping block. The sailors could vouch for him, but he didn't even know the girl aside from her name Angel. The prosecutor fell silent for ages before stuffing the letter back into the book, telling Edmund to hang tight. Meanwhile, Ticey's brother, Fernand, approached the prosecutor, willing to stake his reputation for Edmund's release. However, the prosecutor said the captain and sailors could confirm Edmund as new captain's self-made trouble. Fernand hesitated, unable to believe his friend had become a follower of Napoleon. Ultimately, under pressure from family honor, Fernand had no other option but to bow to reality. Meanwhile, Edmund remained blissfully unaware of the dire situation. What a be fool. Just as the prosecutor's shadow faded, Edmund hurried home, only to be intercepted by soldiers. When he tried to resist, an officer knocked him out cold with a stick, ending his rebellion before it even begun. Once a promising youth, Edmund found himself wearing the sad cap of a prisoner now. The Upon hearing of Edmund's imprisonment, Ticey wept bitterly, completely unaware he was framed. What's more dramatic? The girl Edmund saved was actually the prosecutor's little sister. What a wild twist. Why won't you let him out? I'd do it, Yang Ting. If you don't want to save him, someone's got to. And let's be honest, I'm just better at existing. You're the queen, and what a future burden you carry. Yet here we are, arguing like two stubborn peas in a pod. Who knew drama could be so funny?